Dr. King spoke right here 60 years ago, and that speech led to one of the biggest changes in civil rights in American history. 5 things to know about this speech in Bloody Sunday. All right, number 1, King gave the speech after marching 5 days from Selma to Montgomery. Number 2, after the speech, Congress passed the 1965 Voting Rights Act, which required states to get approval from the federal government before they changed any voting laws to ensure they would not discriminate against anybody. And that was at the heart of the Voting Rights Act. Number 3, 5 days earlier in Selma, John Lewis led about 600 marchers across the Edmund Pettus Bridge. On the other side of the bridge were state police. State police violently attacked the marchers. They fractured John Lewis's skull, and the whole world saw it. So it would be forever remembered as Bloody Sunday. Number 4, the only way that King, Lewis, and the marchers got here was Johnson had to federalize local law enforcement. That provided safe passage, and 5 days later, King gave this speech. Number 5, in 2013, the United States Supreme Court gutted the 1965 Voting Rights Act. They removed the provision that required states to get permission from the federal government before they changed voting laws. Since, states all over the country have pursued changes to the voting laws that have made it harder for people to vote. This has disenfranchised tens of millions of voters, particularly or disproportionately voters of color. 60 years later, sitting before us in the United States Congress is the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. I'd argue it's one of the most important bills for the United States Congress to pass because it will end voter suppression in this country.